Hey friends, we are going to take these items up to the register at Dollar General and purchase them for 1 cent. So I am very excited. Sometimes when I make videos, I have to lower my excitement level because I'm pumped. And then other times I have to kick it up higher. But this is exciting. There's some important info I'm going to give you. Now, I wanted to make myself notes so I wasn't all over the place because I have a lot going on. Let me know if you can hear me good. Thank you, Annie. I'm glad you are. All right. I want you to listen to me. I always try to give you guys first, do not ask Dollar General employees about penny items. It is, quite frankly, the only rule in penny shopping. If you do that, not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting, potentially hundreds and thousands of other people. So keep penny shopping to yourself. I recommend you don't tell your best friend. I recommend you don't tell the Dollar General cashier. Zip it. Keep it to yourself, please. I wish I could show you this comment I just received like an hour before the live. A lady said, I asked the Dollar General employees and they said this isn't true. What are you doing, lady? Anyway, let me know you can hear me good. Okay, great. I filmed a very long video, 8 minutes of it. Once I got to editing, the audio was gone. So I was very upset. So I just want to make sure you could hear me. All right. I try to give you a scale of 1 to 10 how good the penny list is for the week. This week, I need you to listen. The penny list is mediocre. However, the percentage off items, in my opinion, are the most important. So, I have 2 YouTube channels, Christy Coupons, and the second one is called The Penny List. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and after the video, it'll be available. The first comment underneath the video, I will pin it, along with a bunch of other important links, like Telegram and things like that. Now, on this channel, Christy Coupons, and on Facebook, sometimes we make video that we're chatty, and then sometimes we get straight to the point. I have learned that some of you like to chat and some of you don't. So on my YouTube channel, The Penny List, I very rarely go live. It's shorter videos, very well edited videos. Some remodel videos are coming up. So I need you to be sure to subscribe to the second channel, The Penny List. Also, sorry, I was reading a comment. The membership in the last few months has been like, I have been working tirelessly on information for the members. I know not all of you can pay, so eventually that information comes out for free. If you can join the membership, not only is it a fantastic time to do that, but it quite literally keeps our lights on. So join the membership, even the lowest tier one if you can. Help me out. I just got demonetized again. I'm not sure I can make it through another month of getting demonetized. Please become a member if you can. I promise there's really good information for the members that I've already prepared. The reason I was late for this video is because I was uploading a remodel video. So let's get to the penny list. But again, I really want to talk to you about the percentage off items because, in my opinion, I think you should pay attention to them. Now, my comments are going to be over here, so if I'm looking over, that's why. First of all, this video is live. I do cuss occasionally. There could be noises in my house. Somebody might bark. A dog might bark. You get my drift. So just be aware. It's live. I can't, control the world, even though I'd like to. All right, here we go. Penny list. Ready? First, we're going to start with these Hostess. There's 2. I will tell you so you don't waste your time. Some stores sell Hostess, some do not. Also, if you're unaware, you can scan a price with the Dollar General app and get the item of the price. If it shows 0 in your app, it'll be a penny at the register. Make sure you have the correct store selected. On the Penny List YouTube channel, I have a video coming up about how to scan items and get a price. First, Hostess. Here we go. Hostess Patriotic Cupcakes 8 count. You will notice that I have the UPC on the screen. 888-109-254728. Hostess, essentially red, white, and blue. Now, there is a loophole in penny shopping. As long as the items are on the sales floor, they're supposed to sell them to us for a penny. If the item is expired, they do not have to sell it. So, check that expiration before you get up to the register so you don't get embarrassed or anything like that. So, we have those Hostess, and then we have these Hostess. Hostess red, white, and blue Twinkies 10 count. Again, the UPC is on the screen. You can put that in your Dollar General app to verify a price while you're in store. You can also check them from home and make sure they pennied at your store. Sorry, I got distracted. All right, next up. Bing Candy Ring Original Gourmet Candy. I'm sorry, Bling. I spelled bling wrong. It's supposed to be Bling Candy. Bling Candy Ring Original Gourmet Candy 1 count. Bling Candy. I'll have to go back and fix that. I apologize. All right. Next up, we have Reese's Chocolate Peanut Butter. This is going to be the football-shaped Reese's Chocolate Peanut Butter. And these are 1.2 ounce. Next. All right. Reese's Take 5 snack size individually wrapped 44-ounce bag. Be sure to leave a comment, share the video if you can. Help me get back in the algorithm. I know I was depressed and slacked for a little bit, but I need your help. I have spent my last 6 years of my life tirelessly working for you. Please help me out. Comment, like, share, all that stuff, please. I got demonetized and I have a family to feed. Help me out. Join the membership if you can. Not only because I need money, but quite literally, we are about to get the biggest penny list of the year coming up, right? I literally told you guys sometimes don't join the membership. Now's the time. Now through January. Just being honest. All right, here's your little cheat sheet for the penny items. I tried to put them all on one screenshot for you. This is also posted on our website, thepennylist.com. Again, these items will start to be a penny Tuesday, August 15th. And people always ask me, can you penny shop every day? Yes. But Tuesday is going to be the best day to go. All right. Now, listen to me. I need you to join the Penny List YouTube channel, or subscribe rather. The Penny List YouTube channel, here's what it looks like. I keep putting the link in the chat for you, and it'll be the first comment underneath the video. The reason I am stressing this is I don't want to make this video an hour long because I want you guys to watch it. And also, because of that, I will be posting more screenshots, markdowns, things like that on the Penny List YouTube channel. Now, This is what I want and think you guys need to be paying attention to. In last week's penny list video, it was pre-recorded, and these items were 70% off. This week, they're going to 90% off. And that's amazing. Because of my space issues on my laptop, I wasn't able to upload every single picture of these 90% off items. But I do have a pre-recorded video that's going up tonight on the Penny List YouTube channel of these items, and they were also included in last week's Penny List video that I was trying to give you the link for, but again, it'll be in the comments after this video. You can check the website, thepennylist.com. You can check the video from last week. I have each individual picture of these items, and again, I am posting them to thepennylist.com. I have to do that directly after we finish this video. Okay. So 90% off summer barbecue. A lot of you know what those items are. They're like the popsicles, airheads, Jolly Ranchers, and Powerade that you see on the screen, and lots more. Listen, a lot of the times I will tell you guys, if you buy all the clearance and markdowns each week, then they won't be there when they penny. Here's the thing. If you knew how many people don't have food, and I do realize these are popsicles and candy and stuff like that, but these people have kids, they're struggling. And it makes me sad how many of you are like cold-hearted to that. Like, it's not my fault they're struggling, or just go to a food bank. Here's the thing. Not all areas have food banks. And there's a limit, usually, in my experience, how many times you can go to a food bank. We did find out that you can dial 211 and they will help you with food. But I've been working pretty tirelessly helping people who need food or to work from home on my end. It just upsets me that you guys are not as empathetic to these people as I am. And I know everybody's not going to be just like me, obviously. But here's the thing. I need your help. If you find a food deal, coupon deal, whatever, post it in our groups. We have the Penny List Facebook group. We have Powered by Coupons, and we have my Facebook page, The Penny List by Krista Coupons. Okay. If you find deals on food, share them with a friend. Share them with me. I'll share them with everybody else. As you guys know, I kind of I can't say that word. I don't leave my house much. I have a fear of cars and also dangerous situations when I go out in public sometimes. It's made me like fear going places. And I have to get over that, I realize. But when you guys message me deals, it does help me help other people. And if you just knew how many people are struggling so bad to feed their kids, man, breaks my heart. I can't. It makes me cry probably at least once every day. And I still want you guys to message me. Don't think I don't. If you need help, I can't give you money, obviously, but I can maybe help point you in the right direction. But so can you guys. Thank you, Lisa, for being in the membership. You guys literally keep the lights on. Thank you. I don't know if you know how much that membership helps me. And I know some of you get upset about it, but we will eventually post the information for free. And also subscribe to the Penny List YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on Facebook, The Penny List by Krista Coupons. That will be included in the links, in the comments, and all of that. And I'll put it in there right now. A lot of you are active on Facebook. There is a problem with it in the sense that sometimes Facebook will push out videos. Like right now, I have a video from May, and it's racking up views. I've never had a video go so fast. So that's interesting. But the the bad part is it is an older video. So what you can do is just type in The Penny List by Christy Coupons on Facebook and scroll down and see by date what I've posted, if that helps any of you. All right. Now I'm going to read the comments. I see somebody's trying to tag me. Thank you for subscribing. YouTube only allows so many notifications in a certain time frame. And so that's why I created the second channel. And I lost my play button, which is a YouTuber's prized possession. So I need to get to 100,000 subscribers on that channel so I can get another play button. So I intend on working really hard on that channel with pre-recorded, straight to the point videos that are helpful for you guys. Some of you do like the lives where I can chat and answer your questions. Some of you like it straight to the point. I understand that. I don't have a lot of time in my life either. Common Sense University. Oh my gosh. If I could have just called you up today. Common Sense University says, I went to praise the Lord for the people that have helped me through the years. Due to being a single mom, I needed the help. So when I can, I like to help others. Thank you. I think you guys, I don't want to stress how much people are needing food right now, because I don't ever want to come here to make you upset. But it's so sad. If you only knew. And then it just upsets me that people comment like, duh, just go to food banks, because some of these people live in the country. They don't have food banks available. It breaks my heart. Guys, I don't want to like be upset and people not message me. But just help me if you find food deals, please. These people need help, and it's not their fault in a lot of instances. I talk to a lot of elderly people who just can't. If you only knew. Cinnamon Toast Cake Mix Penny. Isn't that the 90% off? I need to double check. Sometimes I get confused with all these items in my head. I think it's 90% off this week, starting tomorrow. It is heartbreaking. One of the lessons that I've learned since I've had a YouTube channel, unfortunately, a lot of these lessons I've learned publicly. I always assumed that people with kids, especially, or people who have struggled in their own lives, that are commenters that post YouTube videos. I always assume that women, especially, no offense to men out there, but usually, I know for myself, I'm very empathetic to other people's problems, maybe because I've had a lot of financial problems in very inconvenient times that were like not my fault really, and some of them were my fault, but a lot of them were not. And I've struggled. I've lived in my car. I've stayed at a homeless shelter. I used to go to I've told you guys this. I used to go to McDonald's, use their bathroom, get a water, and steal a Sprite. Maybe I shouldn't admit that publicly, but when you have nothing, it sucks. And then get some napkins so I could use them for toilet paper, right? I've literally struggled so much in my life. Again, sometimes to my own fault, sometimes to no fault of my own. Like one time I had a job and they just laid me off and I got unemployment. And it was like $86 a week and I didn't have a car and blah, blah, blah. And it was just devastating. It was around Christmas time. It was devastating. But my point of this is it's not always people's fault. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and people are just like, well, save your money. Not everybody makes enough money to save money. Do you know what I mean? So just be empathetic. I learned the lesson that I always assume that, I'm sorry to go on about this. I am, but I just want to stress this. I always assume that other women, especially women with kids that have struggled, We're empathetic to other people. And I unfortunately have learned so many times the hard way that's not true. A lot of them are narcissistic. They don't care about other people. And it breaks my heart. I don't know how you could not. Breaks my heart. Anyway. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep my lights on, please. I got demonetized. As you guys know, I was really sad. I didn't work for a few months. I just couldn't. I don't think you wanted me to. Some of the videos I made, I was really upset. I attacked people in the comments. I was just miserable with myself, right? I've been getting better, especially this last month. Thank goodness. But then I got demonetized for 2 months and I didn't make a paycheck. And then today we finally like rocket one of our videos. And then I checked it right before the live and they took all my money away. And it's scary. So if you can be a member, please do. Even if it's a small one, help me right now. Just get through this to get back on track. I'm trying really hard. I hope you see that. I've made a lot of changes in my life. A lot of issues that I had, I've been working on really, really hard to work on myself so I can be good for you. And I hope you recognize that I'm getting better, right? I really need to stay on track. I'm working really hard. I apologize if I let you down. If you are a paid member or just a subscriber and I let you down, I'm so sorry. I can't read your name. Here we go. Little Jaggers. I started sometimes on my screen it's like this big. I started a blessing box in my neighborhood after I started finding penny food. I want to mention this because I think this is such a big deal. I didn't even realize that there's a box. It's not in my neighborhood, but it's probably, 10 miles away. There's a box and you can put food in it and anybody can come and take it out. I will tell you, a lot of people get concerned of, if I go to DHS, are they going to call Child Protective Services if I tell them I'm struggling for food? That is such a huge concern. You have no idea the people I talk to that have that concern, right? So if people can get food without having to, admit that they don't have adequate food for their kids, that's huge. So if you can start a box like that, or maybe whisper in the ear of the churches near you to do that, please do. Oh, thank you. Lisa, Chrissy, you're doing great. Most people are not as truthful as you. They all have issues and never admit it. Keep up the good work. Listen, I try to be honest with my issues because I think it's important to note we're not all perfect, right? Another lesson I've learned as an adult is that no matter how perfect you think people might be on the outside, everybody has some type of issue, right? Everybody. It's just a fact. And we should be empathetic to that. I'm not asking you to be empathetic to me. I made a lot of bad decisions and I'm trying to fix them. I recognize that. I apologize. I'm so sorry for that. If I let you down, if you're a paid member or a subscriber or used to be a subscriber, I know that I've made a lot of mistakes, especially, after my mom passed away. I was really depressed. I even told you guys in a video, like I just didn't care anymore. I couldn't. So trying to get it back together. I hope you recognize that. Why am I so emotional in this video? You know why? Because people are hungry and that makes me upset. I can't. I don't want to say that and people not message me if they need help. I obviously can't save the world, but it breaks my heart, especially when they have kids. And even more importantly, I don't understand why other people don't care. I wanted to do a video and I posted this on Facebook
leaving my house with a penny and feeding my family dinner. This is so stupid. And I was going to walk. And then I got up and walked to the bathroom and I was like, my foot's so hurt. There's no way I can walk. So we might still do that video and just drive. But I'm sorry if you've seen that. And then I realized I'm an idiot. My foot hurts way too bad. There's no way I could get that far. I wish I could, because I think I wanted to walk, even though we do have a car, obviously, to make it harder for myself, because I recognize that other people are in a position where they can't. And I don't mean to keep bringing this food situation up. I just want you to know how bad it is. Rebecca says there is a group that helps with food. I think they are all over the USA, called Feeding America. They have a Facebook page. I would message them about your location and where you're able to get help. That's very helpful. See, stuff like this, I just don't know. And even though I've spent a lot of time like Googling and things, looking for other people in their area, stuff like that, I don't know everything. You know what I mean? And I have no way of knowing what's in other people's areas. And a lot of you have struggled, and you just give me simple information like this, and it's so helpful. So if you have a little tip, please comment it. I've been getting better about reading my comments. When I was sad, I just couldn't, because some people are like, go yourself. And when you're sad, it's not a good situation. Feeding America. So I've been really reading the comments and getting back into things. Now, I will say sometimes I can't, because it's overwhelming. We have a video that's like essentially going viral, and sometimes I receive a lot of like nonsense comments, like the lady today who was like, I asked my Dollar General, they don't sell penny items. So there's that. But a lot of you just leave simple comments like this, and it's so helpful. Thank you. When you help me, I don't know that you realize that you're helping. Just a simple comment could potentially help hundreds of people, you know? And that's epic. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I do. If nobody loves you, I care, and I love you. I care way too much. I do. I'm so grateful for you. I love you. And that's why I'm honest with you. And that's why I apologize for my mistakes, because I've always looked at this like you guys are my friends, and I'm not an idiot. I realize not everybody's my friend and not everybody has good intentions, but I love you. I do. You've changed my life, and you've helped other people change their lives. And I'm so grateful for that. Truly. Amy says our church does backpack program to send easy fix, easy open food at home with kids for the weekends. That's so important. I'm glad schools do that now, that they can just open and eat or microwave, because some parents don't care. I will agree with that. But also, Amy, sometimes it's not an issue of caring, though, because I don't want to paint people who don't have food as bad, ever. Because, my mom was a single mother, and she worked always like 2 jobs, and she was just never home, and she struggled. And so that easy to open food is a of kids, even if it's not healthy. If you have a choice, that's great, but some people don't. DHHR has emergency programs. I've looked into that heavily. Unfortunately, they're not available for everyone. There's like little asterisks, but it is helpful for a lot of people. I did that one time, actually, when I was living in my car. I had to get emergency food stamps, and it saved me. I remember going into a restaurant and using the bathroom, And a lady that worked at the restaurant met me outside the bathroom with a biscuit. Just one time. And that was, how old am I? Probably 15 years ago. I'll never forget that lady. Just a biscuit, you guys. A biscuit. Where I was living, I got kicked out, and it just put me in a terrible situation, you know? Sometimes it's not their fault. Luckily, I didn't have my kids, obviously, but it was terrible. I don't want to say that not everyone is sympathetic. Thank you for saying that. Most people are. I would agree with that 100%. But some people are not. And I just assume like a mom with kids would always be. Like, how could you not? But some people just are like, fuck them. And it breaks my heart. It's easy to fall on hard times nowadays. $5 mistake could lead to devastation. Rebecca, amen. People don't realize that. Just one little mistake. And sometimes my dogs are about to bark. Since it's no fault of persons, they could get fired or kicked out. I've been in those situations. It can happen like that. And you just can't. It takes a lot of time to get back on track for people. I'm sorry the dogs are barking. I think we're done as far as the penny list. We got all that information out. Ooh, somebody says some lasagna love will deliver free lasagna. What is that? I've never heard of that. I'm sorry about the dogs. I heard my outside dog bark and my inside dog. Oh, one more thing I want to bring up. Let me type lasagna love in though, so I don't forget. I'll come back and read your comments. Thank you. That's great. It come right up. Thank you. See? So simple. Sorry about the dog. Ready. Yeah, baby. It's okay. I never stop my dogs from eating. That's their job. Yeah. Carolyn says, I'm a senior and I have to choose between medication or food. Guys, that's a real thing and it's sad. And, you know, honestly, the saddest to me is children and seniors because those are usually the ones that just are in shitty situations that they can't get out of. Children are having to move home with their parents. Yes, if you can get a roommate, that's amazing right now. Oh, no. Also, Google Community Act partnership in your area. They will also help with food, clothes, bills, and other resources. They can help get in contact with other resources. I'm Googling as I read these, you guys, and I'll go back and read the comments when I have time. I'm working really hard for the members on some remodel information, and then eventually it'll be posted for free, but we have huge penny lists coming up. I mentioned the clearance section. I'm gonna do another video about that. I'm gonna make it pre-recorded so you guys can help me. That's one of the things I like about the Facebook page as opposed to YouTube, because you guys can leave pictures in the comments, and that's really helpful. Sorry, I'm trying to type this out. Somebody said my heart is so big. I wish sometimes I didn't care as much as I do. It makes me so sad. But I don't want to say that and people not message me. If I can help you in some type of way, lead you to food banks or some type of help, message me. If you know, I get this a lot. A lot of you know that I successfully worked from home before YouTube
like had real jobs that I did working from home. And a lot of times people will message me asking me about that. I wanted to make a public video for everyone, but I got a copyright strike for saying the people who make my iPad. But I am going to try to do that. In a way that I can, pre-recorded for people. But the more information you guys give me, the more helpful it is. Hey, I'm new here. Where can the list at? Hey, Sarah. Thank you so much for coming. You can find the list at thepennylist.com. Look. Obviously, making a video takes more time than posting it on the website. I realize. Sorry, I got a notification about the clothing vouchers that I was trying to get. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. I was reading that. It's important. I got demonetized. Help me. Join the membership. Help me get through this hard time. I promise I've been working so hard you have no idea. I've been not sleeping. I took a few hours out of my sleep every night to work harder for the members because I need to make up for them. But eventually it'll all be posted for free. Obviously, I realize everyone can't pay. You can still get the penny list every single week. Oh, I posted it early on the website. We posted it like on Friday. So, check there. Also, we've been doing crazy online deals that are pretty good. And we're going to add in more digital coupon deals for you guys. Corey says Catholic Charities, I believe, is nationwide. They can/will help people with the needs, food, rent, utilities, and shelter. Thank you. I'm going to Google that. See, just being on here chatting with you guys. I've never heard of these, and I've been Googling this hardcore for a couple weeks now. Sorry, I don't know what they're barking at. Jason will handle it with my cameras. Sometimes the neighbors are just playing outside with loud. I don't know if they have little pop thingies. I don't want to say it. YouTube don't like when I use the word GUN. Okay, sorry. I wasn't typing. I thought I was Catholic. Is it called something else? Catholic Chair? It's hard to talk and type at the same time. Oh, first thing that popped up, Catholic Charities, West Virginia Catholic Charities. My neighbor knocked on my door one time and said, hey, do you know a man's in your backyard? That's why I have dark cameras and we're locked down like Fort Knox over here. You'd think we'd have $1 million or something, but we don't, unfortunately. Thank you. I'm Googling as you go. Hey, TN Couponer, long time no see. Good RX. I think I'm going to make a video about that because there's some new ones as well. This saved me one time. Good RX. Somebody told me about it. Jason did a prescription that was like $250 and I put it in Good RX, changed it to like 18. 211. I seen somebody say thank you. Yes, it is. That is, I think, one of the best. Usually when people message me and they tell me they're struggling for food, that's the first thing I say. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I'll post my Cash App only because I got demonetized for 3 months. I'm freaking out. I'm just being honest with you. Jason doesn't like when I talk about financial situations publicly. But the truth is, everybody struggles. I'm just being honest with you guys. I would rather tell you the truth
than keep things in and you guys not know I'm panicking. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm panicking. I don't want to make it worse than it is, but it's scary sometimes. And I had to take some months off. I had to, right? I still like made a weekly penniless video, but I was struggling more in my life than I ever had. And I've been through very traumatic situations. I'll put the Cash App after the video. I can't pull it up. Sorry. Oh, thank you so much for joining the membership. Thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you. Listen, thank you. 4G Babies Buck says, we live in the same world you do. We know Americans are hungry, has bills, need housing. Yes. I think it's more important to be honest too. And I'll tell you why. Since I was very honest about that with you guys, it prompted a lot of people to feel like they could be honest with me. Do you know what I mean? And so, because a lot of people are scared. You know, it's not like people just message me and say, I'm hungry or my kids need food. Usually they'll message me and be like, hey, you know, and have a conversation with me. And then they bring it up, right? Which does soak up a little bit more of my time. But if you guys need something from me, there's a promise that I can make to you, right? As long as you're not physically hurting children, grooming them, some type of sick shit, like I won't say the name, or enabling that to happen. If you know your husband's looking at kitty corn on the internet and you stick with him, then you're sick to me. I'm sorry, you're fucking sick in the head. Aside from that shit, anything you tell me is between you and me. Do you know what I mean? I do understand. I do have Cash App. I have PayPal as well. You guys, I feel bad, but I got demonetized again. It sucks. I don't know why that keeps happening. I can't pull it up right now. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the description and comments of the video after we're not live anymore. I appreciate you that are willing to help. All right. I know we've just chatted about the penny list and then a bunch of time was about people being hungry. And I'm sorry that some of you don't care about that. But obviously, if you're still on the video, I think you care. So thank you for caring. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching my videos, letting them play. That's saving me right now. Oh, Amy, you're so sweet. If y'all only knew how Amy is like my best friend. When you guys are just so sweet, it makes me have more faith in the world. Amy, I wish I could just clone you. All right. Anything else before we go? Questions, comments, concerns, compliments, anything. Another thing, you guys, I don't delete comments as long as you're not attacking other people. Some of you have suggestions. Sometimes I do things you don't like. Sometimes you guys are very helpful. Most of the time you're very helpful. I don't delete your comments unless you're attacking somebody. I mean, if you call me fat and ugly, obviously I'm going to delete it. But as long as you're not promoting your own stuff or somebody else's, because I'm nervous about links. I don't want people to get hacked and stuff like that. So links make me very nervous. But aside from like stuff like that or attacking other people, I leave your comments. I think it's important that we don't all think the same. You know what I mean? So if you have a suggestion, a complaint, a compliment, anything you want to say, you're welcome to leave those on my video, as long as you're not leaving links, promoting your own stuff, promoting somebody else. I've worked hard to build this channel up. You're not going to come here and promote somebody else. Obviously, you're taking food out of my kid's mouth if you do that. That's the way I look at it. And then also, don't attack other people. you know? As long as you just leave comments, I'll leave them. I think it's helpful. A lot of people don't. As long as you're respectfully disagreeing or respectfully giving a suggestion, that's helpful to me. Do you know what I mean? I think it's important to keep saying that because a lot of people get used to not leaving their suggestions because they feel like it's mean. But most of you are very respectful when you leave me like suggestions or you talk too much or something like that. It's helpful. We're not all sheep, right? You're allowed to disagree with me. It would be bizarre if every person that watched my videos agreed with everything I said. It just would. It's helpful. Sometimes you guys make me think. When I posted about the class action lawsuits, I pumped the brakes on that because of the comments. And then I was like, whoa, I check on these things. And they were all so respectful. They were all, yeah, but this and yeah, but that. And then I was like, I need to research those things because I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. I'm happy to say when I don't, you know what I mean? So comments, as long as you're respectful and you're not hurting others, we'll leave them. It's helpful. Annette says, we got all that penny food. I help 9 families with food. Thank you. Amazing. Honestly. Be careful to donate to. Ask questions. If you can directly donate to somebody that's struggling, do that. That's one of the reasons why I kept talking about people being afraid that if they have kids and they admit that they don't have a lot of food, they're scared of Child Protective Services. And that bothers me. I don't want people to be afraid to say, my kids need food. I think, obviously, you're not going to get on a platform like my video and say, my kids are hungry. Like, I get it. But if you can directly donate to a family that you know is struggling, do that. Okay? It's a big deal. Aw. You guys are now just being sweet and giving me compliments. You're gassing me up. Because of Krista, I taught a friend to penny shop this June. We found 252 items and was able to donate to the center in her senior apartment building. Yes, don't forget about the seniors. That's another thing. A lot of them can't just, you know? There was a woman who messaged me and said, I just need enough money to buy pancake mix and syrup. It made me cry instantly because I knew she was telling the truth. You want to know how I know? Because food, I would buy pancake mix and syrup. It fills you up. It's not healthy, but it's cheap. It fills you up. Everybody's got something to eat. It's a little savory, a little sweet, you know? Great item to donate. Pancake mix. Biscuit mix and things to make the biscuits. Things that fill people up. Do you know what I mean? Just think about that. Oh, Tashana. Hey, girl. All right. Oh, don't forget to look for clearance at Walgreens and CVS. You never know what you'll find, TN Couponer says. Yes, I have found shocking things. CVS. CVS is closer to me than Walgreens. Usually when I do Walgreens, I like to go online and do deals. So that's not great for clearance. But when I go in the store and really take the time to look, you're right. I agree with you. I found a lot of things. Donate what you can to those who have less. Pay it forward. Lisa Murray, I agree. And also, I want to say, not everyone can donate. It's so annoying when somebody's like, oh, I got all this food that should have been $200 and I paid whatever, 50 cents or whatever it is. And people will comment, you donated. Listen, not everybody has the ability to do.
And I know, Lisa, that's what Lisa's saying. I get what Lisa's saying. And thank you, Lisa, for your comment. I agree. I'm just saying, don't shame people that can't donate. Okay. Be aware of that. Not everybody can. And also, donating takes gas, right? I remember trying to donate a very large amount of items. And not only did it take me a ton of time, but I had to go to the women's shelter and donate certain things, the senior center to donate certain things, this place to donate certain things. They wouldn't take this item. I had to figure out what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have gas and time. If you work 2 jobs and have 4 kids, you probably don't have time to go around trying to donate everywhere. It's not shame people that can't. And also, if you want to donate shit that you can't figure out where to donate it to, ask your neighbor to have kids. If you know type of situations, if you know someone who works 2 jobs, they're probably financially struggling. Do you know what I mean? All right, Cheryl, we did the penny list at the beginning of the video, so rewind or just go to thepennylist.com. TN Couponer, great thing to mention. Thank you. Krista, some charities will come and pick up your donation. Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. See, I can't remember everything. I've had that happen, and that is so helpful. Especially if you have a lot, a lot of places will come pick it up. There was a lady in my area that opened a consignment shop, and I donated a lot of stuff to her, and she was like helping people that didn't have money as well. And I think that's one of the things I was most happy about donating, because I seen her paying it forward to people. Do you know what I mean? Made my heart smile. Becky says, here's something I've done a few times. I'm only mentioning it in the case there are people who are able to do the same. Again, not everybody's able to. Thank you, Becky. But may have not thought of it. Or our Winn-Dixie grocery store has buy one, get one free deals. I wish I had Winn-Dixie. When I do that, I will get 2 of the ones I can afford and bag them up, one for me and one for the extra bag. This is a great idea. When you're finished, you can offer the free bag of food to someone who may be checking out nearby. I also said it was BOGO and I did not need 2 of everything. Thank you, because this reminds me not to embarrass people. And, you know, again, I really have noticed people with kids and elderly people specifically have messaged me personally, but there are just people who aren't kids, who don't have kids and are not elderly, that are hungry. I love this idea. I was going to post it. I had a very long, well-edited video about us going to a grocery and buying groceries. I don't like to brag about donating. I think when somebody is like, the good person I am, usually they're hiding something. So it's real weary about posting that video. But the reason I'm bringing this up is one of the things that we figured out to do in that situation was ask the cashier. Just if the store's busy, hey, is there anybody in here you think might be struggling that I could give this to? Because it was something to me. I've never worked at a grocery store as a cashier, I guess I realized, but the cashiers knew who to donate to, who was struggling. There was one woman that who had like 6 kids, and they had found out her husband had cancer or something like that. And just suddenly her whole life changed and she was struggling. Or maybe her husband passed away. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I was like, hey, get you some food, right? And this happened
almost with every single person. Okay. This is so interesting. I'd be like, get your family, enough food for the week or whatever. And a lot of them would just get a few items and say, even if they were like there was this lady in particular that stands out in my mind who was crying because we were buying her food. And she said to me, a lot of them did, no, I'll get, 2 dinners and make sure you help someone else with the rest. And I couldn't believe how many people said that. Even though I'm struggling, I recognize that other people are also struggling. Help someone else. And I insisted, especially for this lady, no, get more, But what happened was people found out that we were at the store paying for people's groceries. And we were kind of doing it randomly. And everybody called their friends, and it just got insane. We had to leave. And a lot of people, we could tell, were not being honest and stuff. And we had to leave. But so that was unfortunate. But donating in the grocery store is a great idea, right? Again, I think it's important that we give to an individual because you don't always know. I brought this up recently, like my Toys for Tots in my area. You can't get it if you're on food stamps. You can only get used toys, right? Who would know something like that? I just happened to find that out. Or actually what happened was years ago when kids were babies, not babies, but toddlers or whatever, I had went to get toys. Now, the truth is toddlers aren't going to remember Christmas. Who cares? I mean, we care, but you know what I mean? If you don't have food in your mouth, you're not going to buy a toy, obviously. But anyway, so we had went to an organization that gave out toys, and they were used toys. Now, I was very grateful. I'm not saying that I wasn't. But years later, once I started my YouTube channel, that dawned on me. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to Dollar General. They have Toys for Tots. In February, they still have boxes full of toys. So I called Toys for Tots. And I found out that they don't give toys to families on food stamps. Shocking. All right. I'm sorry. We have chatted about this forever. I appreciate those of you who are helpful. I don't think you realize how much such a simple suggestion can change so many people's lives. I've been working so hard for you, if you only knew, but I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, and I don't want to deter people from messaging me. But if you only knew how many people have messaged me, it's been at least 50 people in the last week alone, at least 50 people. It does take my time away, but it's important that I message them back. I do care when somebody messages me, honestly. I will focus on just that one person, and I'm happy to do that. If I can give them any type of suggestion or anything that you guys tell me that help. But I don't know if you guys know how powerful your suggestions are. For me, for people chat, for people who may be watching the video back, when you consider this video, on all the platforms that I'm going to post this video on, it might just click for one person to donate, or it might just click for one person that's hungry to be like, oh, I've never heard of that. And they look it up and they find out it's in their area and it helps them. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys are so powerful. I have this not one platform. I have a bunch of platforms, but I do have this one voice, right? But you guys help so much. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you. Not only how much you've helped me change my life, have a living, inspire me, help me just in so many ways. But aside from me, you've helped thousands of people. And I love that. It makes my heart happy. Thank you. Hey, Pam, thank you so much for being a member. Thank you. You guys are helping me keep the lights on. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, I do want to say thank you for leaving that comment. Not all areas don't give toys from Toys for Tots. Not all areas do that. Most areas, actually, because I called and checked because I was stunned by that when I realized it. It's not all areas. I called another county just to see, and I hate that I wasted their time, honestly, but I was curious. I talk, and you guys probably never heard that Toys for Tots area at least don't give toys to families on food stamps. The thing, most of the time when we donate Toys for Tots, those toys go somewhere else. You know what I mean? And I just bring it up because I want you to recognize you might be donating to somewhere who doesn't help. Do you know what I mean? So it's important to ask questions, please. Hey, Sharon. Amy says, I always say to everyone, catastrophic illness. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anything can happen. You never know. Thank you, Carolyn, for this comment. Carolyn says, how do I find a Dollar General store that sells penny items? Guys, help Carolyn in the comments. Carolyn, all Dollar General stores have penny items. The only rule in penny shopping is do not ask Dollar General employees for penny items. Don't do it. If you do, you're only hurting yourself and you're only hurting other people that might be in your area, right? But all stores have penny items. We post the Dollar General penny list every single week, usually on Friday or Saturday at thepennylist.com. I was doing the penny list video every Monday at 11 a.m. on YouTube. I'm going to change that. It's unfortunate that my video automatically goes Monday, but I do want to start posting the list earlier. And then you can go to your store and look every week. If you have a hard time finding penny items, hang in there. Most people go the first time and get hundreds of items. It doesn't work that way. You have to practice and learn. Do we freeze? Okay. So check the penny list every week. If you're not finding penny items, look for surprise pennies. Keyword, surprise pennies. Usually the Dollar General employees don't know about pennies. Oh, I did figure out it's when I need to be more still. Sometimes I get excited, but thank you. I hope I didn't cut out. The reason I use the mic is sometimes it'll make the dog barking less and the air conditioner, and I have a window air conditioner in here, so it's but that's why I use the mic instead of just talking, because I my videos back, which I hate to do. You ever watched yourself talk? It's terrible. Especially editing yourself, you find all kinds of things wrong with you. But anyway, the sound is louder. And I know on my laptop, if I watch a video and the sound's not good, I can't hear it sometimes as loud as it'll go. So I try to make the video at least hearable. Amy says, always be polite and helpful at your stores. Help keep the aisles clean, and you will develop a good rapport with the employees. So important. I honestly wish I said that at the beginning of every video. I don't think people realize how much the Dollar General employees can be on your side. I hate to, when we say, don't ask the Dollar General employees for penny items. That automatically makes people think that Dollar General, I need to find out a better way to say that, don't I? It automatically makes people think that I think, or I'm telling you, that the Dollar General employees are enemies. Now, I'll tell you the truth if you're a new penny shopper. Some of the Dollar General employees act like it's coming out of their own damn pocket. I don't understand it. But some of them are, most of them, I would say, not some.
most of them are just like you and me. They understand that they're not going to get in trouble. It's a thing that happens at Dollar General. It's been going on for 20 years. And most of them are, as long as you don't make a mess, as long as you're not causing problems, it's helpful. They'll help you. I want to read this comment because it's long. Especially when people write me long comments, I feel obligated to read them and respond because you took the time out of your day to comment. I should respond, even if it's not long, but especially when people leave longer comments. Rebecca says people from different counties can create Facebook groups for free items in your area. We have one called Caring Hands of Putnam County. A lot of people post when they are in need of food or pet food, and others will post free items like furniture, clothes, and so forth. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, somebody once told me about the swap. Not swap. What is it called? It is called something swap, I think. I'm so thirsty, you guys. Shoot. If I wasn't trying to think of it, I'd remember it right off the top of my head. Anyway, you're right. That happens a lot. Ask your friends if they know of any in your area if you need help. All right. Aw, I love this. I love telling other people this. I think people need to know this, right? We care about other people. And I love that you guys are sensitive and care. It makes me happy. Nancy, you modding has helped me so much. It's given me time to help. I don't think so. I do want to thank you, Nancy. You've helped so much. Camilla says you are doing a great job. If no one told you today, you are awesome and you have a beautiful heart. Aw, keep what you do. You've helped us in so many ways that you can imagine. Back at you. You guys have helped me and other people so much, truly. Pilates on YouTube tells you how you can get these government checks for rent, food, home repairs, all kinds of stuff. Programs people do not know that exist, not promoting anyone else's. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? I don't mind when you guys give your opinion about a channel like this. I'll tell you, I posted videos about the same thing. They always do really well. I had the idea of doing this recently and looked into it a little bit, actually. I don't mind things like this, right? Leaving a link, giving helpful information. That's not what I'm talking about when people are promoting other stuff. Problem is, if you come here and leave a link to a channel, I don't know if that person's trying to scam people. Do you know what I mean? Generally, it's not like a jealousy issue. If somebody messaged me about their YouTube channel and asked me for help, I help them as much as I can. I've had other people on my channel, people y'all don't like, people we found out we didn't like later, people that we found out were not honest, honey, later, stuff like that. But Melissa, thank you, because I think this is a genuine instance of not promoting other people, just trying to help. And I appreciate that as well. I don't delete comments like that. I just don't like when people try to scam other people. And I obviously don't know everybody on the internet. You know what I mean? And also I've worked a lot for this, for people to just come and be like, just go follow this person. It's so disrespectful. This was done in a very respectful way. You guys are completely, totally allowed to give your suggestions. I love this. Thank you, Melissa. That's one of the most respectful ways somebody has not promoted. I don't want to say promoted other channel because that's not what she's trying to do. She's trying to help. You know, I appreciate that. I don't know everything. I can't make a video about everything. You know what I mean? I'm fine admitting that. Hey, Danielle, we did talk about the penny list earlier in the video. It's also posted at thepennylist.com. I'm going to run through these penny items really quickly before we go. We have the Hostess Patriotic Cupcakes 8 count. the Hostess red, white, and blue Twinkies 10 count. This is supposed to say bling candy ring original. It must have auto corrected and I didn't notice it. But on the visual there, let me remove that comment. Sorry about that. On the visual there, it says bling ring. Can you see that? Pay attention to that. Sorry about my misspelling. I hope I can find some of these. Honestly, I gained 8 pounds back and I try to stay away from sugar except for my monsters. But I love Reese's. All right. Reese's chocolate peanut butter football 1.2 ounce. Reese's Take 5 snack size individually wrapped 4.4 ounce bag. Those are the penny items. There's also a lot of 90% off items. I don't have them on StreamYard, which is the service I use to go live and stream on multiple platforms. If you are interested in 90% off food, make sure you're subscribed to my second YouTube channel, The Penny List, and also check thepennylist.com. After this video, I will be posting at thepennylist.com or the Pennylist YouTube channel the 90% off items. And then also there's some other information that I've been working really hard that's going to be posted on that channel. So make sure you follow it. Common Sense University says, Chris, I've dealt with a rude cashier when using coupons. I hate that shit. I got embarrassed at Dollar Tree for using coupons. Me too. The only reason I was embarrassed is because I was with my mom. And it was one of the first times I'd ever went into a store with my mom to use coupons. And I think that can be so damaging, especially when there's other people around, because it makes people scared to use coupons. Anyway, she says, because the cashier said real out loud, she must be using poor if she's using coupons at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I had them say to me, it's $1. Like, why are you using a coupon? Some people don't have a choice. I don't want to bash any specific store because the truth is it can happen at any store, right? And sometimes I do feel like if I'm talking about Dollar Tree doing something they shouldn't be doing, I don't ever want to scare people from going there to shop using coupons or whatever. The truth is, Dollar General is the biggest retailer in the United States. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of cashiers that are problematic, but there's a lot of cashiers that are not, that are great. Same with Dollar Tree, same with Walmart. I feel like we hear it more about Dollar General, but I want to just show you the difference. Walmart and Target have about 5,000 in some stores, right? Dollar General has 17,000. That's a hell of a difference. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean? All right. We've been chatting for a while. I got work to do, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. It's not just $1 though now. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, that happened a while ago. But it is embarrassing. I'm not a person that gets embarrassed. It was embarrassing. I mean, I don't get embarrassed often. You know what I mean? But that's embarrassing. And it's problematic for other people who might be interested in using coupons or need to get a free item or a cheaper item. And they're like, act like that to you, because then it makes other people think, I can't use a coupon. I'm going to get embarrassed. Most people don't want attention on them. You know what I mean? I don't, which sounds weird because I have a YouTube channel, but honestly, I never thought anybody would watch it. I never dreamed we would reach millions of people ever. Okay. I didn't go into this. I guess I don't have a big ego or something, because I certainly didn't go into this like I'm going to be the biggest YouTube channel. Blah, blah, blah. No, I went into this like nobody's going to watch, so it doesn't matter. And I still try to think that way, right? I just try to be honest and
tell you guys the truth. And if I'm struggling financially, mentally, whatever, I try to be honest with you about that. You guys are my friends. A lot of you are my friends. A lot, not everybody, but you know what I mean. I care about you, and I know a lot of you care about me, and I'm so grateful for that. I don't think you know how grateful I am. All right. I don't think I've seen the bling rings either. Amy says they shut down one in Cleveland for it to till they cleaned up. I think I might make a video about that. Not that specific store, but that problem that we're having. I actually did it in a video that was different, and then that was the one that was really important. 8 minutes of my mic didn't work. Danielle says, I need help. Listen, Danielle, it's really hard for me to get to the Facebook page messages. Once I get in there, I'll set and answer all of them. What do you need help with? Keep commenting on my videos. I've been doing a really good job at responding to them. However, I do have a video that's kind of going viral, so I'm getting a lot of nonsense. If you guys seen this video, you'd be like, what in the world? It really goes to show you just never know what's going to take off. It's a ridiculous video, in my opinion. If I had to choose any of my videos to go viral, it wouldn't go viral. But anyway, when that happens, a lot of the time I'll get so many. I don't know if you know how many notifications that can be. I'm not complaining. I need that to happen to be successful. But you know what? One of the things I learned, I don't want to be the biggest penny shopper in the channel. I don't. I just want to feed my kids, help people. My goal isn't to be the best, right? My goal is to help you. I told Jason, because I considered going to like Walmart and getting a job, honestly, especially through my depression and stuff. Because Jason was concerned that this bothers me, but I actually don't. Here's what I told him. I said, do you know what? I've reached so many people, and I feel like, you know, not always, but a lot of the times it can make such a difference in one person's life to learn to penny shop, to figure out what food banks are in their area, whatever. I don't know that I could ever do like another meaningless job. I think I have to help people. Like, it is my mission in life. Nothing has ever made me happier, ever in my life. Anyway, which one is going viral? It's it was from May, and it's a video about back to school, and it's stupid. I don't know. And then people are like, wait, the date is May. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why you're watching it, honestly. But Facebook is pushing the shit out of that video. You wouldn't believe it. It's wild. And apparently I made 2 different posts about it, and both of them are taken off. Video and the post or something like that. I don't know about the second one. It just started going too. And I'm like, what has happened? I don't know how this happened. You know, when I post videos, especially edited videos that I work really hard on, a lot of times I'll know if it has the potential to do well. I would never guessed that video would do well. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, hey guys, here's some items that are pennying this week. It wasn't even the full penny list or anything. It's wild. I don't understand it. Usually I can predict it a little bit, but that one, I don't get it. I'll tell you one thing that happens on any platform, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Usually, and this is bizarre, but usually videos will wait. Like, I'll post them initially and it'll get however many views. And then a few months later, some of them will just take off. And it's fun to watch. It's really exciting on my end. But It's just weird that that one is the one. I don't get it. All right, I gotta go. Felicia says, yes, that one popped up today. So how did you find it, Felicia? I'm curious. Can you tell me? Did you get a notification? Were you just scrolling and it come up? If you could tell me that, you might help me be able to understand it. I almost want to go through every person and be like, how did you even find this video? Nobody scrolled back to May. I don't get it. Common Sense University says, I always wanted to start a nonprofit food pantry so people can get help with bath and beauty products and other needed food items. We do forget people need simple stuff like deodorant and stuff like that. Kids, boys, girls too. But you know what I mean? At that age, stuff like that's expensive. Feminine products, stuff like that. You know, basic stuff that's expensive that people need. I remember having friends whenever I was in school, and their mom wouldn't buy them feminine products. She couldn't afford it. Not that she wouldn't buy them. She couldn't afford them. If you decide if you're going to feed your kid or buy pads, you're going to feed your kid, right? I remember telling me she used toilet paper, which ultimately seems more expensive than just buying pads. But I don't know how she was. But we don't think about stuff like that. Most of us, right? Or maybe it's just me. But you know what I mean? Like, I try to remind myself. You're right. I agree with this. I think that. Oh, let me tell you another really important one we don't think about. People needing adult diapers. First of all, can you imagine how embarrassing that can be? Where do you get them if you need help with them? Do you know how expensive I had somebody talking to me about it, and it was one of the things I realized as my mom got older, that it was just, you know, people need that. And then I started looking at the average price per diaper. It's insane. And we assume it's all elderly people, but not always. All right. It just popped up on YouTube. Interesting. Oh, I did use an old clip to promote that because it was in store and I don't leave my house. So I did post an old clip of a video, but I'm essentially just telling people, hey, pay attention. Food and home items are going to penny soon. So sometimes I will do that, but the one that's taken off is not like that. It's bizarre. I don't understand it. All right. I've said 100 times we got to go. Sometimes I feel like I miss you guys. You know what I mean? Because I'm over here like just working my little heart out. And then obviously I have other things I have to take care of. And usually I just work though. But sometimes I feel like disconnected. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I've said do you know what I mean 100 times in this video. I always see them at Goodwill. If anyone needs them, look there. Good. Amy says adult diapers because people pass away in their families. Yes, please do. Donate them. If you can give them directly to somebody, do that. Obviously, if they need them. Because even, I mean, we want to support Goodwill. That's a great organization, I think. I hope they're not problematic. But some people just can't afford that even, you know. But at the very least, donate to Goodwill if you can. I love that. Felicia says, or maybe it's on Telegram. Maybe. But when you guys tell me stuff like that, hey, Krista, this old video popped up. It can be so helpful. How did things go at the school board? Not good. They don't care. You know, I did mention that publicly, but also I don't like to talk about my kids publicly. Safety reasons, obviously. But when you have had 10 incidences in 2 years, and the principal literally isn't keeping a file of that. It's wild. If you only knew. But I do try not. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did switch that. I try to say my family. I try not to mention my kids or their ages, or I don't post pictures of them anymore. Stuff like that. I try not to. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. Sheila says the food pantry at the local church will also give away adult diapers. Ask. Yes, if you need adult diapers and you're going to a food pantry, that's one of the things you guys have taught me recently, to ask the food pantry, whether it be a church or anything. Ask, because a lot of times they will have them, they just don't put them out. Hoping that kid moves. Oh, me too. Yeah, Amy, it's wild. I don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do. Actually, I don't know if she was a senator or something in my state, commented on my video, which is why I made it public. I didn't want to, but I was just at my wit's end. When you don't know what else to do, what are you supposed to do? If y'all only seen the stuff I have recorded. Obviously, I didn't record kids or anything like that, but just the adults. Yeah, I know, Amy. I try to be careful with what I say. I don't know if I made it a public thing, honestly, but I think as a parent, I was just really honestly, I didn't know what to do past that. When you are begging someone to help and they don't help, what do you do? I was talking to Jason about this earlier, actually. Hold on. Oh, I'm ding dong. I forgot to eat. I've been working so hard today, I forget to eat. Sometimes I'll go to bed 3:00 in the morning. I'll say, oh no, I forgot to eat. I never used to have that problem. I don't know if I think it was like when I got really depressed. For some reason, my appetite went away and it just hasn't come back as normal. They finally had a coupon for Sweet Tart Ropes on Walmart delivery, so I got some. I haven't had any for a long time. I'm hungry now, which is great because I don't get hungry a lot. I wish I smoked because then I would get hungry, but I can't do that. All right. Crystal, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't want to eat in the microphone. Sorry. Yeah. I do want to bring something else up before we go. And I hate to bring this up because I feel like it's drama, but it's not really. But kind of. Here's the thing. I told you guys when I made videos, I never expected anybody to watch them, right? I certainly didn't get everybody's permission that I know. Okay? I seen somebody who makes YouTube videos. Now, it's not a huge channel or anything, but they were mentioning the country couponer, her children, where she lived, and how much her house cost. If you knew how many times I've had to make a police report because somebody threatened my life locally to me, threatened me with a GUN, tried to run me off the road, things like that, you wouldn't believe it. You think nobody cares about me? That's what I think. But people are wild. I think that talking about someone's children no matter what they've done, right? No matter what she does. I don't agree with it, but I don't think we should talk about people's children. I don't think we should talk about where people live. I don't think we should talk about people's homes. I think those types of things, especially kids, should be off limits. Let me tell you what happened to me. One time, this was the first time anybody that I ever seen posted something about me. They took a picture of me sitting in my car, right? And it was an innocent, this person didn't mean it as to hurt me in any type of way. I don't think it was a malicious thing. But I want to tell you how this put me in danger. They took a picture of me sitting in my car, posted it to a large Facebook group, right? And said, look, oh my gosh, Krista Coupons also shops at my Dollar General and blah, 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 blah. That was the first invasion of privacy I've ever had. And again, this person, it wasn't meant to be malicious. She was excited to see me, right? But she never talked to me, which was a little weird, honestly. But whatever. She's nice. I've met her after that. She's lovely. Here's the problem. You just told everybody literally my location. And I don't know what's posted on your Facebook. So if somebody sees that and they're like, oh, let's stalk Krista. Now they can just click on your Facebook, find out where you live, and then ultimately find out my address or whatever, or what store I'm at or whatever. Things like that are problematic, right? If I have my kids in the car and now everybody knows where I'm at, that's a problem. Because there's people, I've made police reports. There's people who've tried to run me off the road. I literally had a guy one time drive up beside my car on the wrong side of the road, pull something up. I thought it was a GUN. Threw something at me, chased me for miles. So I think, and I just want to bring this up because I know obviously you didn't make the YouTube video, and I'm not saying anything about the lady who made the video because I don't think it was an intentional off limits topic. I think what happened was this has been going on for years and everybody's so frustrated. You know, I've seen 4 YouTubers make videos about it. 4. Do you know how frustrated everybody has to be for that to happen? I don't bring shit up until I don't know what else to do with it. I don't know how to make other people just be adults and work things out with me behind the scenes. I don't know how to do that because some of them are just not willing. But as commenters, as viewers, as people who post videos, if you do, I think that people's children should be off limits. No matter what that person does, the kids didn't ask for it. Do I think Country Coupon is wrong? Absolutely. If I've never thought somebody should be canceled or deplatformed, but honey, I think you need to find a different hobby or something. But I'm not taking up for it, but I just think that people's homes, how much they cost, because it was mentioned like how much her house cost. I just think that's not necessary. And that she moved and now I didn't know what state and city she lived in. Now I do. I know that she moved recently. And again, I don't want to attack this YouTuber because obviously she was just at her wit's end. Do you know what I mean? And if anything, I think we should support because I see a lot of people do it to me. This is petty. Well, look, I am bringing it up to I don't know what else to do. Okay. But I think people's kids should be off limits where they live, their homes. You know what I mean? That shit should be off limits. I don't want it to set precedent that it's okay to talk about stuff like that. Do you know? And again, I'm not attacking this YouTuber. I don't think her intent was malicious. She was telling the story of what happened, and that's why she brought those things up. But just in my opinion, as commenters, as viewers, as people who post videos, personal information should be off limits, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. All right. We got to go. I'm eating in the live stream. All right. I'm eating a sweet tart rope. I don't want to make this political, but I agree. Whether you like someone or not, right? Don't mention political stuff, but half the people love Trump, half the people hate him, right? But we shouldn't mention his kid. We just shouldn't. That should be off limits, period. Now, Biden's son is obviously adult. We're talking about minor children who did not ask to be in the public, right? I don't know if Biden's son did or not. I have no idea, honestly. I try not to pay attention to political stuff. It just frustrates me. Personally, if you want to know my political opinion, I think some of the Democrats are right, and I think some of the Republicans are right. Just different, I probably fall somewhere in the middle. So I think when people have different ideas, that can be helpful. One thing I don't understand is why we can't be adults and get ideas from other people. I don't trust anybody who doesn't go, oh, maybe we should do that. No, I'm not talking about politics. I'm saying, I'm using that as it's a great example of how we should get along more. I'm so glad you guys agree that kids should be off limits. Even like Jason, sometimes I talk to him in my videos, but he didn't ask to be public. He didn't ask for that. I know, but it's just an example of, I'm saying that we shouldn't there was a YouTuber who mentioned somebody's country couponer's kids. Listen, her kids, what city she lived in, how much her house cost, that she moved in last year. And I personally think no matter how much, I'm telling Jason, y'all, how much we thinks that country couponer is wrong and she should apologize and fix that problem that she's having. Right. We shouldn't talk about people's children, families, where they live, how much their house. That shit is irrelevant. All right. Bye. Peace out. I gotta go. Bye. I'm hanging up. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate your help. Your comments about little things. I got 3 things now I can look up for people. Thank you. If you only knew. Shit, I'm supposed to post that video on the Payless YouTube channel. I got to get to it. It's 10 o'clock. Bye. Thank you.